So in this video we're going to talk about the change of base formula and how it can be used to evaluate any logarithm with any base. Doesn't matter if the base is 10 or base e, as in a natural logarithm, or a common logarithm. Those you can do real easily in a calculator by using the log or ln buttons. But if we have a base other than e or 10, it's a little tougher to evaluate those logarithms if the value here, per se, isn't in terms of the base of the logarithm. So that's where this change of base formula comes into play. To evaluate a logarithm at any base b of x, log base b of x, we can express it as a quotient of the logarithm, the common logarithm of x, divided by the common logarithm of the base b. Okay? These are both common logarithms, and this is basically the formula that you should know to evaluate any logarithm with any base. For these, we could leave them as an exact answer in terms of a logarithm, or we can approximate them to the nearest hundredth. Personally, some questions ask you to leave them as an exact answer, but if we transform it into an approximation, a decimal approximation, that'll give you an approximate value of the logarithm. Alright, so first example here, log base 3 of 5. Evaluate that one. By the change of base formula, we take the common logarithm of 5 and divide it by the common logarithm of the base, which is 3. And then when we enter this, now this right here, that would be an exact answer for the log base 3 of 5, but if we entered into our calculator log of 5 divided by the log of 3, we will get an approximate answer of about 1.47, which is a rounded approximation. Okay. So the log base 3 of 5 is approximately equivalent to 1.47. Now in the second example here, log base 1/2 of 6, changing that or evaluating that and approximating it by the change of base formula, we get the log of 6 divided by the log of 1/2. And when we enter that value, or this quotient, into our calculator and approximate it to the nearest hundredth, we get about negative 2.58. So log base 3 of 5 is about 1.47, and log base 1/2 of 6 is about negative 2.58. And that's how to use the change of base formula. Again, you use it if you have a logarithm with a base other than 10 or base e, if it's not a common logarithm or a natural logarithm. Thank you for watching.